Test Drive Solar Crown. They finally revealed it, and boy are we excited. They showed us a little teaser during the Nacon Connect live stream on YouTube, and it got your boy gassed. One of the developers from TDUSC is working on it. They're all sticking to the old principles of a test drive game, and most importantly, they're still working on it to perfect the game, so they can listen to the points us fans and players bring up to help improve the end product. So for someone like me, arguably one of the biggest Test Drive Unlimited fanboys on YouTube, and someone who's made many wishlist videos on their YouTube channel, it's my time to shine, and your time too. Obliterate that like button, yeah, abuse it. 7,500 likes is the target for today. The more likes we get, the more likely that the devs will actually watch this video and implement some of the things into the next game. That's a bit mad. Subscribe if you are new to the channel too. We're trying to hit 150k subscribers by the end of this month, and any help will be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Without further adu, here is what I would like to see in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Now in terms of aftermarket customization, Test Drive Unlimited has not been so great. The only customization you can really do to the car is manufacture stuff only. For example, changing up the spec of your interior and changing the wheels to different manufacturer wheels, and that was it. But it wasn't a complaint to us Test Drive fans, as we were so hooked onto all the other features of the game that the lack of customization wasn't a big issue to us. So what could the devs do to at least make the game compete with the big names like Forza and Need for Speed? By giving us aftermarket wheels perhaps. Test Drive is such a realistic game that wants to stay as realistic as possible, so a simple mod could be changing up the wheels to aftermarket stuff. And this is a very common mod to car guys all around the world, as it's so easy and doable, so it seems like the ideal mod for the game. Sure, I could request stuff like new steering wheels, new seats, wide bodies, gutting out the interior, etc. But let's be honest, that's pretty unrealistic. So the addition of aftermarket wheels will fit perfectly for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Now on top of manufacture mods in Test Drive games, we also had the ability to make our own designs for our cars. Now notice how I said make our own designs and not download other designs? That's because we were only stuck to our creativity and skills. I mean, sure, it's good to show how creative you are to other online players you meet in the game, but to many of us unskilled, lazy, impatient players, we're stuck to a fairly terrible made design by ourselves. Being able to download other players' designs on the game will be absolutely amazing. Character customization in Test Drive Unlimited 2 is near perfect. It was way ahead of its time. Definitely the best character customization in any racing game by far. However, there was one fairly big issue. You could do all these things to your character's face and make them look like a completely different person. However, you're always stuck with the same voice, and the voice sounds so dead and fake.
Good luck. Thank you for your advice, Todd.
So an easy fix could be to have a choice of various different voices for your character, then to have sliders to adjust your character's voice in the cosmetic surgery perhaps. Sure, it's not too realistic, but it can add that extra bit of personalization to the game. Now, getting money in Test Drive Unlimited games has always been hard, and this is something that most of us players absolutely love, as it makes you push to afford nice things in the game, such as cars, houses, clothes, etc. However, some of these new Test Drive players are gonna be young kids. You want to hop into a supercar as soon as possible. I mean, sure, there's always the option to test drive it, but that only lasts a minute or two. So how about the option to lease cars in the game? Put a deposit down on the car, then pay monthly installments to keep the car. I genuinely feel it would be a perfect addition to the game, as let's say there's a car you really want to own, but it's 2 million credits in the game. Instead of saving up all that money to buy a car, why not just work out a finance deal? That way you'd save a lot of money in case you don't like the car, and it's realistic. Leasing cars is a very common thing to do worldwide, so it'll be a fantastic addition to the game. House customization in Test Drive Unlimited 2 was incredible. You could change up the furniture, change up the tiling, the wall color, floorboards, the table, sofas. You could even frame up pictures you took in the game on the walls of your house, which was incredible. So how could we top this incredible feature for the next game? By being able to actually move the furniture in your house. Whenever you visit another online player's house in the game, it never gave you something to wow at, apart from the car collection. So the ability to move furniture around, change up your TV, etc. would be amazing to the franchise. I took inspiration for this idea from PlayStation Home, as they had movable furniture, and it made the house very unique. No house was the same in that game. So if the devs could follow the path of this and have actual movable furniture, then that would be incredible. Something in Test Drive Unlimited 2 which I loved were the little scenario minigames scattered around the whole map. They had a little expiry time limit, meaning if you were on the opposite side of the island and it expired in like about 20 minutes, boy, you better have a Bugatti Veyron ready. Now, from what I can remember, there were only 4 scenario minigames in the second game. 1 was an adrenaline junkie who wanted you to do a specific task with your car. 2 was tailgating a cheating girlfriend's car to see if they actually cheat on their boyfriend. 3 was transporting someone else's car to be serviced with minimal damage. And 4th was to give a stranger a lift to a destination. But one issue with all these minigames is that the voice actors never changed. The characters in these events changed, which was good, but the voices were always identical.
I knew she was hiding something from me. Thank you. I knew she was hiding something from me. Thank you.
So I'm really happy that they do give us some different voice actors for future scenario minigames to prevent the game from seeming awkward and robotic all the time. On top of that, seeing scenarios would be a great addition too. How about a cheating boyfriend instead of a cheating girlfriend? Dropping someone off to a certain destination like an airport as quick as possible. Helping a stranded driver by towing their car to a certain destination. There are so many possibilities and various different scenarios that the devs can implement. So I'm really happy that they do take advantage of their creativity and add more of these scenarios into the game. One big and probably the main problem with the old test drive games, TDU2 especially, was the driving physics. In the nicest way possible, they were fairly awful. Initiating a drift was literally impossible. Every car felt like it was all-wheel drive. The cars had no real weight to them. They felt like little plastic toys and they were often very glitchy. So yeah, it's a simple point, but I'm really hoping that the next game resolves all of these issues and actually makes it satisfying to drive the cars, more so than just collecting them in your garage. Now, ending the video, these sounds. This was another big problem with test drive games. In terms of the tone of the exhaust notes, it was amazing. However, the shifting sounded so glitchy to the point where it ruins the whole sound. You see what I mean? Sure, there will be a delay shifting through the gears, but it will be no way near as awkward as that. So I'm really hoping that the developers will work on perfecting the sounds to the best of their ability, as good sounds for a driving game are seriously so important. And that's what I would like to see in the new test drive game. If you guys agree with what I'm going to take my hat off, it hurts. If you guys agree with my list, then make sure to hit the like button down below. 7,500 likes is the target for today's video. And comment down below any things you would like to see in the next game too. Your comment may be featured in the next game. What? Anyways, do make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new. I'm trying to hit 150k subscribers by the end of the month, as I said in the beginning, and any help will be greatly appreciated. And I love having new faces on my channel. And also catch up with you guys very soon. Until next time, have a good one, guys. Stay safe, stay inside. Until next time.
Hey, they said they like it when I rap like this, so I reckon I better off living than that. I Billy be 1 in a million, killing the shit when I hit like a swing in a bat. Average, you and I rapping like this, then the fuckers are bringing it back. If you ain't gonna listen to this, how the fuck you gonna listen to that? Will you be